Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes, and welcome to another Proving Grounds video. So we have a brand new one last night coming into the game for earning Malicos shards. So I want to show you a couple of teams that worked for me. The first one will be General Skywalker, however that was not a 3-star win. And then the second one will be Sith Eternal solo for a 3-star victory, which allows then to seam going forward. So obviously, as with these, it all depends what characters you do have above relic free. These are just the ones that I have available in this account. So General Skywalker for the non-galactic legend option, and then Sith Eternal for the galactic legend battle. There'll be YouTube chapters below if you want to skip through to any particular battle. But first, let's go ahead and review the actual battle, like what modifiers we have and things like that. So, you know, same thing as before, relic free, minimum requirements, strategy tips, not very helpful as usual. Let's go ahead and have a look at the global modifiers. So at the start of each encounter, or if no character has at the start of the turn, the healthiest character gains ancient power core, which can't be copied or dispelled. So whenever a character with ancient power core is damaged by the attack, they lose it, and the attacking character gains power core. So it's like some sort of buff, I guess, being passed around. So whenever we attack this unit, it will stun them, which can't be prevented, and this character has less than % health. The attacker takes a bonus turn. So actually, I think this is the modifier from Zepho, isn't it? Versus those droids where we can stun them and then defeat them. That's what it sounds like. So nothing too crazy, I guess. And then the enemy modifier. So while the leader is active, all other allies revive with full health when they are defeated. Again, using General Skywalker, right? You don't care about revives because General Skywalker's leadership will prevent revives. So definitely General Skywalker, even though not a 3-star win, I guess is a good option to use if you don't have any galactic legends. And then whenever an ally revives while they're active, defeated enemies lose 15% max health, max protection, and the allied leader gains 100% turn meter. So the global modifier is meh, and they do get a little bit of boost there with the revives, but again, both Sith Eternal's ultimate and General Skywalker's leadership will prevent revives, so we will totally negate any benefit they get really from this modifier. So for battle number 1, as mentioned before, we'll just be using standard General Skywalker and 501st clones. As mentioned earlier, his leadership prevents revives. Not only that, but also whenever enemy gains buff, we gain 2% stacking offense, and because of Cal on the enemy side, they're constantly getting protection up, so eventually the damage will ramp up on our guys, so we can actually start defeating someone. Anyway, let's give a turn meter boost. Let's go ahead and pass turret over to 5s, and as well, whenever turret assists, right, we dispel buffs, so we can quickly get rid of the pre-taunt on Kylo. And then for my testing, Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, actually, she's a bigger threat than Malicos right out of the gate, because Malicos takes some time to ramp up, whereas Ahsoka, her whirlwind can do some immediate damage to your guys. That's why I just decided to just keep hitting her whenever I can, especially with General Skywalker, because obviously whenever he crits her, we'll be increasing her cooldown, so hopefully we can prevent her from getting to her whirlwind. Unfortunately, damage immunity on her at this point, so I'm like, you know what, let's just tap Cere Junda, increase her cooldowns a little bit. Okay, there we go. So we'll just keep going, I guess. We got a taunt again. Let's go ahead and dispel it there. Some foresight, but not too big of a problem. Here comes a bunch of rocks. As you can see, Malicos not doing a whole lot of damage just yet. That's why going after Ahsoka I found was better. There we go, just keep hitting it. As you can see, General Skywalker doing some big hits already. But unfortunately, Cere had a big hit of her own in her bag. Let's see if we can... Cal, man. Always at worst times he puts ability block on you. I don't know how does he do that. But anyway, we started losing people here. Savior did trigger, so obviously our clones are now a little bit juiced up. So we go, General Skywalker getting up. Oh, 250k hit there over on the Fulcrum. So as you can see, General Skywalker's leadership here really taking effect now. No sense in using aero advantage on Color and Mask. It won't do anything, so I decided to give turn meter boost, dispel the taunt, And now I can go ahead and pop Malicos. So with Ahsoka down, Malicos down, you can basically hit this on full auto. And you know, aerial advantage will take care of Cere, will take care of Cal, and then for Color and Mask, we just have to do raw damage, but because of that stacking offense, it shouldn't be too difficult to finish him off as well. Now, that would have been a 1-star finish, which, you know, is okay, but then you have to play it every time. And obviously, depending on what else you have in your roster, I think Sith Eternal solo, at least in this roster, I think was the only way I could 3-star this node. So then I can sim it in the future whenever needed. Sith does need Sith Eternal Emperor does not need any allies because, you know, he's all the Sith after all. Okay, it's just if you want to know, like, my Sith Eternal is modded for full health and well, for 490 speed. Unfortunately, we have a pre-taunt on Kylo, so we'll link up Kylo, link up Malicos. Ideally, we would link up Ahsoka because, as you will see, her Whirlwind can do some nice damage. But yeah, we'll just keep going. Malicos now can't critically hit, so he's not that big of a threat right now. Just basic there. Let's go ahead and recover some protection. All right. Okay, there we go. So you can see Ahsoka's Whirlwind can do some damage. Okay. Just basic there. We'll just wait for Color and Mask to drop his taunt, and then we'll be able to relink and we'll link Ahsoka and Malicos. Okay, there we go. Taunt dropped off. Perfect timing. We can now go ahead relink. So again, make sure we link Malicos, Ahsoka, because obviously they're the damage dealers on this squad. So if they can't critically hit, you should be good to go. Again, let's go ahead recover some protection. Okay, almost all the ultimate. Again, Cal with his ability blocks, man. At the wrong time always, right? Anyway, we can go into ultimate, but it's a 2-turn ability block, so I'll have to wait a turn before unleashing ultimate power on Sith Eternal. Just gonna have to do basic here. Oh my god, so annoying. Okay, come on, get a turn, buddy. Get a turn. Come in, get in here and already finish this. Come on, there we go. Let's go ahead, light him up. There we go, and now we can just hit full auto at this point. To be honest, these guys, they really don't have damage to do anything to your Sith Eternal Emperor. And that's it, guys. If you do have Sith Eternal Emperor, again, mine modded for health here, like 490 speed, so not particularly fast, just beefy. I was able to 3-star this, and you know, I can now sim away in the future attempts. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, showing you the 2 teams that worked for me from this limited roster that I do have access to Proving Grounds. Let me know how you guys are getting on with it, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.